You're pouring ale into black water for something that shouldn't exist. And an entire village is watching you do it. The cup in your hands is a two-handled oak quake. Behind you, the village of Eoropie stands silent on the shore. No one speaks, no one moves. It is Hallowtide on the Isle of Uist, and you are feeding the sea. This ritual is already ancient. A writer named Martin is recording every detail from the darkness. He will publish what he sees in 1703. But the church behind you, St. Moluag's, was built in the 1100s. The offering you are making is older than the stones. A single candle burns on the altar inside. Every family in the district gave malt to brew this ale. You were chosen to wade in alone. The words are specific. Seonaidh, I give thee this cup of ale, hoping thou wilt send us plenty of seaware for enriching our ground. You throw the ale into the waves. What happens next decides whether your fields survive the year. Why? The soil of northern Uist is thin, acidic peat. Without seaweed hauled from the shore, it grows nothing. Heavy brown kelp must be dragged ashore and worked into the furrows by hand. But the seaweed only arrives when Atlantic storms rip it from the rocks. The islanders believe a spirit named Seonaidh controls those storms. Not a creature, a presence, the sentient swell that takes shape in moonlight. The debt is simple. The sea gives its body to feed the land. Therefore, the land returns something to the sea. Barley grown in seaweed-fed soil, fermented into ale, poured back into the source. A closed loop older than Christianity on this island. John Morrison of Bragar, writing April 15, 1700, calls Seonaidh their Dagon, the Philistine fish god. The Kirk's ministers spent decades trying to abolish the rite. They threatened excommunication and public shaming. By 1671, they claimed the practice was quite abolished. But Alexander Carmichael, collecting folklore in the 1860s, found midnight sea offerings still alive in Iona and Uist. The ritual simply moved deeper into the dark. Because the logic was not superstition. It was insurance. 20 tons of wet seaweed produced 1 ton of kelp ash. That ash paid crofters' rent during the kelp boom between 1780 and 1830. No storms meant no seaweed. No seaweed meant no rent. No rent meant eviction. The debt to Seonaidh had become an economic covenant. The islanders understood something modern extraction forgot. You cannot take endlessly from a living system without returning acknowledgement. The ale was not payment to a god. It was a promise to a cycle, that your survival was borrowed, never owned. Industrial kelp harvesting eventually stripped the coasts mechanically.